And this newsreel is being brought to you by Burdett's Tea Shop in downtown Springfield. Back on January 28th, we all heard about a tragic head-on collision that sent 5 people to the hospital, and we would later learn that 3 of them would not survive. Well, believe it or not, this cute little fellow was actually in one of those cars the night of that terrible accident. His name is Emmett. He was only 14 days old that night. He's sitting on his mommy's lap. Her name is Megan Bouge. And Megan has come down to the Robertson County Courthouse right here in Springfield to speak at the Click It or Ticket campaign. We're going to let you see her entire speech in just a minute here, but first we're going to talk directly to Megan and her husband Brandon, and they're both going to do their best to talk you into wearing your safety belt.
Hey, buddy. Look.
Broken leg, right?
Broken leg.
How fast do babies heal? Is it like lightning fast?
I think he had a cast on for like 3.5 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah. Fully recovered now. Is the sun in your eyes, honey? Here, say hi. They say now that whenever he turns 18, 21, when he's fully grown, when you do an x-ray, you'll never be able to tell. Never be able to tell that he had a broken leg.
Tell me about your tattoos.
I wanted to get Wincy's name tattooed next to my scar, and it's just how she wrote it. I have a picture of how she wrote it on her chalkboard, so I took that into the tattoo parlor. Never thought I'd say that. And I wanted her name tattooed on me forever next to my scar. He did such a great job on it that I decided to get a matching one of my mom. And Wincy's favorite color was purple, and my mom's favorite color was orange. So I wanted something visual to remind me of them each and every day.
Today you came out to talk about driving safety. You probably feel differently now than you did maybe before the accident.
Absolutely.
If you had a message to someone who was thinking about not using their safety belt, what would you say directly to them?
I've been that person. You know, when you jump in the car real fast, you have one quick errand to run, you think that you're invincible, nothing's going to happen to you. However, I'm living proof that it does happen, and it can happen to you. And it sounds so cliche. We used to hear it each and every day, and now I'm the one saying it. It can happen to you in the blink of an eye. We were just out running errands, and thank God we had on our seatbelts. We were 5 minutes away from our house and hit very tragically. So if you think about not wearing a seatbelt, then you need to think about planning your funeral. You need to think about planning the funeral of your children if you don't have them in a car seat. Because even if they are restrained, even if you have a seatbelt on, it's not proven that it's going to save your life. But your chances are that much better. And living proof right now, if I wouldn't have had on my seatbelt, I wouldn't be here.
As a husband and a father, you know that terrible things can happen to your family, and I pray and just every day that they're just blessed, that they're taken care of, and God protects them. And terrible things do happen to people, and good people, bad people. Terrible things happen to us all. And to watch Megan's progress, as it has been since the 28th of January, to where she is today, is just remarkable. It blows me away. She just blows me away. And I'm so glad that she did have her seatbelt on, and that everyone in the car had their seatbelts on, because I was told by physicians of all kinds I shouldn't have a family. I should have, instead of burying just my daughter, I should have buried both children and my wife. And I'm so glad that she and everyone else had their seatbelts on. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I'd be doing right now.
For those of you who have been tracking Megan's recovery since the accident, as you can see, she's navigating very well. She also said she was delighted to be able to do the laundry the other day. At any rate, just as we promised, we're going to let you see her entire speech, uninterrupted and unedited. It's pretty impressive. She said this is her first time speaking publicly this way. She says she talks a lot, but normally not to a group, so she was kind of worried about how she would do. I think she did a fantastic job.
I want to introduce you to two very, very special people here today. The staff, the Governor's Highway Safety Office, has had a chance to meet with them and heard their story. We wanted to be able to share their story with you, and we're very proud of their courage in light of a very, very tragic situation, and they have a very special message for you today. I want to introduce to you Megan and Brandon Bouge.
I'm Megan and this is Brandon. And before I tell you about our story that started on January 28th, I thought I would tell you a little bit about us. We met back in high school 11 years ago and started dating, decided to get married after college, started a family, wanted to live the American dream, bought a house, and on January 14th, we had our son. We already had a daughter who was born August 1st in 2009. And so our family was finally complete. We had a girl and a boy, and we were happy with our lives. And about 2 weeks later, he was 14 days old on January 28th, a man decided to cross 4 lanes of traffic here in Springfield and hit me head on. And in the car was my mom and myself. I was driving, and my daughter and our 2-week-old son. My mom had taken off the week of work, just like every mom would, to help you out with 2 kids. And all we did was run to Springfield to go to Walmart, go out to eat, and to buy my little girl a cowboy hat. Our daughter was going to have a cowboy day at preschool just 3 days later. So we left buying her a cowgirl hat. She never got to see it. She stayed in the car, and I told her that I had a surprise that she'd be able to try on when we got home. 3 days later, I woke up at Vanderbilt, and I had no idea what was happening. For whatever reason, this man decided to cross 4 lanes of traffic. We don't have a toxicology report yet. We don't know if we'll ever find out. But I can tell you that all 4 of us in our car had on our seatbelts. My 2 babies were strapped into their car seats, and we were told that they couldn't have been installed any more perfectly than what they already were. The man that hit us was not wearing his seatbelt, and he did not survive. All 4 of us in my car at least made it to the hospital. Both kids and my mom were initially taken to Northcrest while I was being cut out of the vehicle. And when they realized the severity of their injuries, they decided to life flight them to Vanderbilt. During that time, I was also life flighted to Vanderbilt. My mom did not make it that night. She died in surgery, but our daughter was put on life support. Our son only had a broken leg at 2 weeks old. We were told that our daughter would not be able to make a recovery. She had a skull fracture and a broken neck, along with several internal injuries. So we decided to take her off of life support. But before we decided to take her off, we promised her that the story was going to be heard and that we were going to make a difference. We're going to do anything that we can to make her name a miracle. If we can save one family, one child, anybody at all, then it's worth it. And that's why we're here today. Wearing your seatbelt will save your life, and I'm living proof of that. So many surgeons, so many police officers, investigators have told me that I should not have walked out. Well, I didn't walk, but now I am. I should not have survived. I was broken to pieces from my ribs down. And it's a miracle that I'm able to stand here today to get this story across. And I'm so thankful for the investigators and the police officers here in Robertson County and Springfield. I'm so thankful for the police officers around the state to help people like me and to help get this message across. If you wear your seatbelt, you have a much better chance of surviving. We were only about 5 minutes away from our house. It would have been very easy for us to just hop in the car and not strap ourselves in. And if I would have chosen to do that, I wouldn't be here today. So it's your choice. And I want to encourage everybody to not drive impaired. Like I said, we don't have a toxicology report. We don't know what happened. But we have beliefs, and it's your choice. If you hit somebody like he hit us, you have to live with yourself. So please, take the time. Let somebody else drive this weekend. If you're drinking and partying, good luck to you. That's fine. But give somebody else your keys. Strap yourself in. And don't live with yourself and live with this pain like we have to live with this pain. That's all I have.
Well, there you have it, Robertson County. If you want to see the entire half-hour-long Click It or Ticket presentation they did at the Robertson County Courthouse building today, unedited and uninterrupted, look for a link on your screen now or below this video if you happen to be on our website. This has been Jim Ball reporting for Smoky Barn News in Springfield.
Get away for lunch in the quaint atmosphere of Burdett's Tea Shop. Nestled in the middle of historic downtown Springfield, enjoy signature sandwiches and freshly made soups and delectable desserts. And then shop an array of gift selections like serving pieces, aprons, books, jewelry, and wonderful seasonal whimsies. We're easy to find in Springfield on the corner of 7th Avenue and Main Street. We're open Monday through Saturday 11 to 2:30. For more information, see a link to our Facebook page below this video.